Hello everyone, welcome back. So here is the question number 3. I gave you this question to attempt. So let's see how many of you are getting the correct answer of the question. Question number 3 says, suppose the 10 cities are divided into 4 distinct groups. That means the question is talking about the same 10 cities, but now these 10 cities have been divided into 4 distinct groups, and these groups are G1, G2, G3 and G4, having 3, 3, 2 and 2 cities respectively, and that G1 consists of cities named A, B and C. Right. So now let's first note down the condition, right? Let's first note down what is given in the question, right? Question says the 10 cities have been divided into 4 groups, right? Let's say the group 1 is G1, right? Let's say the group 1 is G1. The group 1 is G1, right? The group is second is G2, G3 and G4. How many cities we have in group 1? We have 3 cities in group 1. We have 3 cities in group 2. We have 2 cities in group 3 and we have 2 cities in group 4, right? So this is how the all cities are divided. And the group 1, 3 cities are mentioned as A, B and C. The cities A, B and C are taken into group 1. Now further, suppose that direct flights are allowed only between 2 cities satisfying any one of the following. So direct flights are allowed only between those cities which satisfy these conditions. What are these 3 conditions? That the both cities are in G1. That means if both of the cities are in one group, group number 1, then direct flights can be scheduled there. Okay. Between A and any city in G2, that means you can take any flight from A to any city which is in group 2. How many cities are in group 2? 3 cities are in group 2. What are these 3 cities? Let's take these 3 cities are D, E, F, right? The name is not important here. The name of the cities of group 2 are not important. The name of the cities of group 1 are important, because question is talking about the cities of group 1, and the group cities A names are group 1 cities named are mentioned as A, B and C, right? Okay, so the first condition is that you can schedule any flight between the cities of group 1. You can schedule flights between A and any city in G2. You can schedule flight between city B and any city in G3. You can schedule any flight between C and cities in G4. Just make yourself understand the statement, right? It's not that you have to read it again and again, right? It should fit in your mind, right? That you have the scheduling of any 2 cities between group 3, from A to any city of group 2, right? So just from A to any city in group 2, just make it, write down this information in the symbolic format so that you don't have to read it. आप A से ग्रुप 2 की किसी भी सिटी में शेड्यूलिंग कर सकते हो, B से ग्रुप 3 की किसी भी सिटी में शेड्यूलिंग कर सकते हो, और ग्रुप C से ग्रुप 4 की किसी भी सिटी में शेड्यूलिंग कर सकते हो, और A, B ग्रुप 1 की आपस में किसी भी सिटी के बीच में शेड्यूलिंग हो सकता है, राइट? This is the condition, right? So whatever is written here, I have put it in the symbolic form here, right? Now we are supposed to find out the minimum number of direct flights that satisfying the underlying principle. What is the underlying principle? The underlying principle is that if you're scheduling flight between any 2 cities, the underlying principle is that any person who is living in any of these 2 cities should be able to go in the morning and should be able to come back in the evening. So wherever you are scheduling the flights, the person should be able to go in the morning and should be able to come in the evening in both the cities, right? So guys, tell me, if the first condition is supposed to be satisfied, the first condition is you can schedule flights in any of the cities of group 1. In group 1, right, the possible combination are A to B, A to C and B to C, right? So how many combinations are there? A to B, how many flights are there? To satisfy the underlying principle, A to B morning flight, B to A evening flight, and B to A morning flight, A to B evening flight. 4 flights, right? The same that we have already done in the previous question. Also between A and C, I will require 4 flights. Also between B and C, I will require 4 flights. यही कॉम्बिनेशन किसी भी 2 सिटीज का बनेगा ग्रुप 1 में, और तो कोई कॉम्बिनेशन बन नहीं सकता है, ए बी, ए सी और बी सी, राइट? सो उसके लिए हमें 12 फ्लाइट्स का रिक्वायरमेंट होगा. तो पहली कंडीशंस के हिसाब से, राइट, जो पहला कंडीशन दिया है पहले कंडीशन में अंडरलाइंग प्रिंसिपल को अगर मुझे सेटिस्फाई करना है तो मुझे 12 फ्लाइट्स का रिक्वायरमेंट होगा. ओके, to satisfy the second condition, I can schedule any flight from A to any city in group 2. अब A से group 2 की किसी भी सिटी में, that means A से D का फ्लाइट का शेड्यूलिंग हो सकता है, A से E का भी हो सकता है और A से F का भी, right? And to satisfy the underlying principle, again 4 flights here, 4 flights here, 4 flights here, 12 flights, right? तो सेकेंड के हिसाब से 12 मोर फ्लाइट्स, राइट. थर्ड, बी एंड एनी सिटी इन G3. बी और एनी सिटी इन G3 के अंदर दो ही सिटी है, लेट्स से G एंड H. सो बी का आप G से कंबाइन कर सकते हो, बी से आप ग्रुप 3 की सिटीज में फ्लाइट शेड्यूल कर सकते हो, राइट. बी और G के बीच में हो जाएगा और बी और H के बीच में हो जाएगा. कितनी फ्लाइट्स? 4 हेयर 4 हेयर, टोटल 8 फ्लाइट्स, राइट. ओके, एंड सो टू सेटिस्फाई द कंडीशन 3 आई रिक्वायर 8 फ्लाइट्स. फोर्थ कंडीशन, सी और एनी सिटी G4. सी और एनी सिटी इन G4 के अंदर दो सिटीज हैं, लेट्स से दीज सिटीज आर I एंड J. तो सी और I के बीच में 4 फ्लाइट्स, राइट. वाई 4? बिकॉज क्वेश्चन इज टॉकिंग अबाउट द अंडरलाइंग प्रिंसिपल. अंडरलाइंग प्रिंसिपल को सेटिस्फाई करना है. अंडरलाइंग प्रिंसिपल क्या है? मॉर्निंग में जाके इवनिंग में वापस आना, राइट, दोनों सिटीज में. So 4 flights from C to I and from 4 flights from C to J, 4 flights here. So 8 flights here, right? So the answer is 12 plus 12, 24, 24 plus 8, 32, 32 plus 8, 40. So the answer of the question is 40. This is the answer of the question, right? Easy, right? बस ये एक अंडरलाइंग प्रिंसिपल का वर्ड जिसको समझ में आ गया, ये पूरा का पूरा सेट उस बच्चे का इजीली हो सकता है और चारों के चारों क्वेश्चन वो बच्चा कर पाएगा, राइट. सो अंडरलाइंग प्रिंसिपल को समझने के लिए क्या स्किल्स का रिक्वायरमेंट है? अ प्रॉपर रीडिंग, राइट. रीडिंग विद अ प्रॉपर calm mind, just make a basic structure, right? Just don't interpret it. If you interpret this information wrong, then you will not be able to solve a set, right? तो आप कंफ्यूज हो जाओगे. और ये जो क्वेश्चंस की इन्फॉर्मेशन है ज़्यादा है, काफ़ी इन्फॉर्मेशन, तो उसका एक बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर भी आपको बनाना आना चाहिए, तो क्वेश्चन बहुत ईजी लगेगा आपको. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग द वीडियो. लेट मी शो यू द क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. अभी थर्ड कर लिया तो 4 भी आपसे होना चाहिए ईजिली, वही कंडीशन है, बट द क्वेश्चन इज डिफरेंट. ट्राई दिस अगेन, राइट. ट्राई दिस क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 जिन बच्चों से नहीं हुआ था, एनालाइज इट कि कहाँ पे आपने मिस्टेक किया, क्या इंटरप्रिटेशन में गलती थी या क्या कहाँ प्रॉब्लम था, राइट. क्या किसी पर्टिकुलर कंडीशन को फॉलो नहीं कर रहे थे, राइट. सो मिस्टेक्स को जानना बहुत ज़रूरी है, right, to have a improvement in your score. So question number 4 is there. Let's just try to solve this question number 4. Next part will be discussed. Question number 4 will be discussed in the next part of the video. Thank you so much for joining the session. See you in the next video. Subscribe to the channel. Share it with all of your friends. Thank you.